What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. Blazers get a 104-99 victory at the Moda Center today in Game 1 of the NBA playoffs first round. Let's go over all the team stats. For the Thunder, they shoot 37 of 93 for 40% from the field. They go 5 for 33 for a terrible 15% from three-point land. They go 20 of 23 for 87% from the free throw line. Of their 37 made baskets, they get 18 assists. They pull down 49 rebounds, 18 of those offensive. They get 10 steals, 4 blocks, and have 16 turnovers. For the Blazers, they shoot 36 of 86 for 42% from the field. They go 11 of 25 for 44% from the three-point land. They go 21 of 27 for 79% from the free throw line. Of their 36 made baskets, they only get 14 assists. They pull down 48 rebounds, 13 of those offensive. They get 8 steals, have 9 blocks, and 18 turnovers. Individual stats for the Thunder. Paul George leads the way with 26 points on a terrible 8 of 24 shooting. He goes 4 of 15 from 3. He pulls down 3 offensive rebounds, gets 10 total, finishes up with a 0. He had 4 turnovers, had 4 steals, and went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Russell Westbrook actually had a nice game today. He finished up with 24 points on 8 of 17 shooting, goes 0 of 4 from 3. He finished up with a negative 10. He pulled down 10 rebounds, had 10 assists, had 4 turnovers as well. Was going 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Steven Adams, he goes for 17 points on 8 of 14 shooting. He finished up with a negative 13. He pulled down 6 offensive rebounds, had 9 total, dished out an assist, had 3 turnovers and 3 steals, while going 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Jeremy Grant had a solid game, especially defensively, but he finished up with 8 points on 2 of 8 shooting. He goes 0 of 3 from 3, finished up with a negative 13. He pulled down 2 offensive rebounds, had 5 total, had a turnover, had a steal, and 4 blocks to go along with 4-4 from the free throw line. So excellent game on the defensive end from Jeremy Grant, closing out on a couple of shooters trying to go in for layups. So big game from him defensively. Ferguson, he finished up with 3 points on 1 of 3 shooting. He goes 1 of 2 from 3, finished up with a negative 4. He pulled down a rebound, had 3 assists, had a turnover, and a steal. And that was the starting 5 for the Thunder. For the bench, Dennis Schroeder led the way with 11 points, but he shot terribly, 5 of 17 from the field. He shot 0 of 7 from three-point land. He finished up with a negative 6. He pulled down 2 offensive rebounds, had 5 total, dished out 3 assists, and had a steal, while going 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Nerlens Noel, he shot fairly well. He probably should have shot a little bit more, but he finished up with 8 points on 4 or 5 shooting. He finished up with a +8, which was a team high for the Thunder. He pulled down 5 offensive rebounds, had 6 total. Morris, he finished up with 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting, 0 of 1 from 3. He also finished up with a team high +8. He pulled down 2 rebounds, dished out an assist, and had 2 turnovers, while going 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Raymond Felton finishes out for the Thunder with no points on 0 of 2 shooting. He goes 0 of 1 from 3, finished up with a +5. He got a rebound and had a turnover. For the Blazers, Damian Lillard leads the way with 30 huge points on 9 of 21 shooting. He goes 5 of 11 from 3. He finished up with a +11. He pulled down 4 rebounds, dished out 4 assists. Did have a game high 6 turnovers, but he had 3 steals while going 7 of 8 from the free throw line. So huge game from Dame tonight. He split the defense quite often, and general salute to Dame, because I know this is big time for him, because his 30 points led his team to the win, and that got that nasty losing streak that the Blazers have had in the playoffs the last few years. Actually, dating back 3 playoffs, but they had lost 10 straight, but we'll get into that later. CJ McCollum, that's his best game since coming back from that injury. He finished up with 24 points on 9 of 14, actually. with 9 of 24 shooting. He goes 3 of 7 from the three. Finished up with a +3. He grabbed an offensive rebound, had 6 total, dished out 3 assists. He also had 3 turnovers while going 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Enes Kanter, big game. He goes for 20 points on an efficient 8 of 15 shooting. He goes 0 of 1 from 3. Finished up with a team high +15. He also had a team high and game high 7 offensive rebounds. Had a game high 18 total rebounds. Got him 2 assists, had 2 turnovers, got a steal, had 2 blocks while going 4 of 6 from the free throw line. So excellent game from Enes Kanter, matching everything that Steven Adams could do for the Thunder. So that was pretty much a wash. Al-Farouq Aminu had a big game, especially on the defensive end, but he also chipped in with 10 points on 2 of 5 shooting. He goes 0 of 1 from 3, finished up with a +7. He pulled down 2 offensive rebounds, had 7 total, had 2 turnovers, and got 3 huge blocks while going 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Mo Harkless finished out the starting 5 with 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting, goes 0 of 1 from 3, finished up with a -3. He pulled down 2 offensive rebounds, had 6 total, dished out an assist, had a turnover, a steal, and 3 blocks. And he was the primary defender on Paul George and did an excellent job tonight. So general salute to Mo Harkless' defense. For the bench, Seth Curry. I don't think he's ever been in the playoffs in his career. But he finished up with 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting. He goes 2 of 3 from 3. Finished up with a -2. He also had 2 steals and a block. So excellent game, which I believe was his first playoff game of his career. And he stepped up big time on offense when he had the ball and defense when it was needed. Rodney Hood, he finished up with 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting. He goes 1 of 1 from 3. Had a +2. He pulled down 2 rebounds, dished an assist, and had a turnover. So solid game from Rodney Hood. Evan Turner, he finished up with 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting. He goes for a +2. He pulled down an offensive rebound, had 4 total, dished out 3 assists, had a turnover, and a steal. And that steal was huge because it came down in the stretch. So big game from Turner, in my opinion, especially on the defensive end. Zach Collins finished up with 2 points on 1 of 1 shooting. He goes for a -9. He pulled down a rebound and had 2 turnovers. And to finish out for the Blazers, Maj Leonard went for 1 point on 0 of 1 shooting. He finished up with a -1, and he went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. For game notes, Dame, CJ, and Enes Kanter, all 3 of those guys set the pace in that first quarter for the Blazers, where they went up 39-25. So they were up 14 in that first quarter, and I pretty much never looked back after that. Kanter hit a big layup with about 11 seconds left to help Blazers seal this win tonight. PG-13 had some big plays down the stretch to make this a game, but Dame's clutch free throws finished out the game, and he also scored 14 in that fourth quarter. Russ had a triple-double this afternoon. Blazers snapped a 10-game losing streak in the playoffs with that win. They also snapped a 6-game, Game 1 losing streak tonight. So, general salute to the Blazers. And like I've been saying this entire season, the Blazers are a different team this year. They have many more players that step up other than Dame and CJ. Just like I was saying, Kanter, Aminu, Harkless, big on the defensive end. Curry hits timely baskets. Rodney Hood, he hit some timely baskets. So this is definitely not that same Portland team where it was if Dame and CJ don't have it, which they did have it tonight. Other guys are stepping up big time. This is why I do believe that the Blazers will beat the OKC Thunder in 7 games. Other game notes. Kanter, big time. Like I was saying, he finished up with 20 points, game high 7 offensive rebounds, game high 18 total, 2 assists, had a steal, 2 blocks, made some big plays on the defensive end, against Paul George, against Russ, against Steven Adams. He just played a monster game tonight, and I salute him. Seth Curry, like I was saying, I do believe this is his first playoff game. Went for 8 points, shot efficiently, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. He had 2 steals, a block. His impact on the defensive end was massive, in my opinion. The others for the OKC Thunder, they scored 32 points. And both PG-13 and Russ got banged up pretty good tonight. They both were. Russ had a self-inflicted. He rolled his ankle, and he didn't look right at the end of the game. So hopefully they do get that squared away, because I don't want to have no excuses on why the Blazers beat these guys. Let me see. Dame hit 4 big, deep 3-pointers today. The first one was, I want to say, about 15 seconds into the game, and he goes from the letter O of the Moda Center and swishes it. Nothing but net. And that pretty much just set the game, because, like I said, that first quarter, we had 39 points, and it was just beautiful to see what Dame and CJ were doing in that quarter. Next game, Tuesday night at the Moda Center. Definitely want to see how OKC and Portland adjust to what both teams were doing well tonight. I want to see what the others will do for both teams. I do believe that Portland's others will do much more than OKC's others, and tonight is just proof. Right now, total team effort. We got that win that we needed, got that playoff monkey off the back, so to speak. Now we can just look forward and playing all these games one game at a time. And as far as playoffs, the Bucks and the Pistons, they're playing right now, and I was just watching Giannis just beating these guys down in the first quarter. So it looks like the Pistons don't really have any firepower. Blake Griffin's not playing. I saw Thon Maker out there shooting a 3, brick, airballing. It was bad. And then also, we got the Rockets versus the Jazz at 6:30 tonight, which is West Coast time, that is. But, yeah, I think the Jazz definitely have a shot at beating the Rockets, especially if the Rockets are feeling themselves a little bit too much. Jazz do play good defense, so it's going to be tough to get in the paint with those guys with Rudy Gobert in there, and Derek Favors as well, if he's healthy. But I do think the Rockets will get that first game, but I do feel like the Jazz can beat the Rockets. So we will see how that game plays out. But other than that, this is your boy P Money. Super hype right now. Rip City in effect. Got that first win, and got all the momentum right now in the series. And I'm go ahead and get up off this, go watch these other games, and get ready for that grind too. But make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shouts out to the entire LDBC, and I'm off.